So today we are okay, today we are going to learn about co-interior angles. So this is going to be our last one that we are learning about parallel lines. And then from Thursday, we're going to start mushing everything together. We're going to mush together these parallel line rules that we've learned. We're going to mush together the reasons that we learned in the last course with triangles and straight lines. We're going to put them all together. Top achievers from last quiz is going to come on Thursday at the beginning of the lesson. I thought we should keep it on Thursdays. So that's like quiz day. Okay, so let's just quickly chat about what co-interior means. I want you to think about some words that use the word co. Think about words that we sort of use. Like, for example, a word that has the word co is like cooperate. That would be a word that has the word co. Can you guys think of other words that have the word, the letters CO? So co. Coordinates, great, great. That's a great one, actually, guys. Context. Okay, so context would be con. So think of words that are like, when you say them, you say co something. It's like cooperate, coordinate. You can think of another one. Think about
what?
Do you say
awesome? My people are awesome people.
Yes, good. Coefficient is a great one. That's a great one. Co-worker, that's another great one. These ones are going to help us a lot. Coat, my goodness.
You did great. Look, I was thinking about that one.
Co-interior, yes, co-interior has the words co in it. Okay, so all of these words have got the word co in it. Co-founder, yes, that one will help us a lot. Okay, co-founder, cool. If you look at these words, so cooperate, coordinate, coefficient. So remember, coefficient is like the number before a letter in maths. A co-worker, a co-founder. What do you think that co is doing to all of these words? What is it meaning? Like, what does it mean to be a co-worker or to cooperate with someone? Or to be a co-founder? Exactly. And so they work together. Okay, good. Yes. So all of these co's, they are telling us that they work together. Okay, there are two things that are working together in order to get something. That is what the co is telling us. Okay, that's this part over here in the word. Then we have to deal with the word interior. That's nice and easy. What does the word interior mean? Inside. Okay, so the word interior means inside. Cool. So what we are looking for is things to work together on the inside. That is what we are looking for when we are looking at co-interior angles. Okay, so if we have a look here, remember we've done the F and we've done the N, and we're going to talk about them in more detail just now. I'm going to look at these two parallel lines here, and I've got this transversal line in the middle. Do you see how this angle here and this angle here, so that's Z and that's D, they are co's, they are working together. They are both on the inside of my parallel lines. They are both inside my parallel lines. And they are going to work together to create 180. So Z plus D is going to equal 180 degrees. The same way as W plus C is going to equal 180 degrees. So when we have co-interior angles, all that that's meaning is that when we have these two angles inside our parallel lines, they are going to work together to create 180 degrees. So when we did alternate angles and we did corresponding angles, the angles were equal to each other. We're not going to think about that right now. Now we're going to think, okay, they're going to add up to 180. All right. Does anyone have any questions about what they are currently seeing or feel confused? Okay. Cool. I'm going to scroll down. So if you want a screenshot, you can take one. And then I'm going to move down. Oh, that tea's too hot. All right. So when we do this, remember we've been learning these rules that we've been going on. We're going to write it as co-interior angles, and then we need to write which our parallel lines are. Now, I personally find it easier to say co-interior angles are equal to 180 degrees. I'm going to write that as an example here. I'm going to have two parallel lines. I'm going to say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. Okay, this line is parallel to that line. We know they're parallel because they've got the arrows. And I'm going to say that that is X, and I'm going to say that this is 60 degrees. Okay, I'm going to make my statement as X plus 60. I'm going to say that that is equal to 180 degrees. And my reason is going to be co-interior angles equal 180 degrees. Now, I like to write that 180 degrees because it helps my brain remember that co-interior are not equal to each other. They're equal to 180. And then remember, we have to give which lines are parallel. So now I'm going to say AB is parallel to CD. Okay, so we're saying those are the two angles that I'm caring about. That's my U shape. Okay, we're going to talk about that now. We're saying they are going to work together. So that angle plus that angle is going to equal 180 because they are co-interior angles. All right.
Brayden needs screenshots, I think, of the previous screen.
Sure, Brayden, was it this screen or was it further up that you were wanting? That's okay, Tandise.
Time to shine, my pibs. Take screenshots.
Brayden, if I'm on the wrong page, you got to let me know because, okay, cool. Have you got one? Can I move down? Okay, cool. So this is our new letter, okay? We have three letters in parallel line geometry. We have our F, which we started with, which is what? What rule is associated with that F? What rule is associated with the F? Corresponding, yes, nice. Okay, then we've got the U, which is what we are doing today, and then we've got our N. What is our N telling us about? Alternate. Good. Okay, so whenever we see this, whenever we start working in any kind of test or exam or any situation, wherever we're going to do geometry, we're always going to look for our F or our U or our N. And if it's an F, we're going to think, okay, that's corresponding. If it's a U, we're going to think co-interior. And if it's an N, we're going to think alternate. Okay. So I used to learn this a very different way when I was in school, but I don't think that this, I think I might be too old. I don't know if you guys would be using these terms. I'll write it for anyone who finds it easier. But if what I'm about to say it just confuses you, then please just don't worry about it. So when I learned this at school, my math teacher taught it to me a way that always made it easier to remember. And I would write it at the top of my tests in grade 8 and grade 9. So instead of writing fun, I used to write the word fuzz, okay? And then underneath it was CIA. So if you watch a whole bunch of corny old sitcoms, the fuzz is what the Americans, or no, not the Americans, the British call the police, okay? The fuzz. And then the CIA is the American, obviously the CIA from America. So I always thought about it as fuzz and CIA. And so the F was corresponding, the U was interior, and the Z was alternate. So I learned it as fuzz CIA. You could also see it as fun CIA, but yeah, if that helps you, it helps you. If it doesn't help you, just ignore it.
I think that's actually nice. That's actually like a nice way to remember it.
I also thought it was so smart, but I said it to one of my classes years ago and they were like, why are you calling it fuzz? And I was like, that was what the Brits used to call their cops. Anyway, you can think about it as the fun CIA. It'll do the same thing. Okay, cool. I'm excited. Let's get going on an example of this and see how far we can get. Remember, if you have questions along the way, just ask. Okay, that's what I'm here for. I can't do a recap of everything we've done so far, but remember, you can watch this video afterwards. It will be there and you'll be able to see it all. Okay. Cool. Okay, first question. I'm going to do this one with you. So I'm going to do this one entirely, and then I'll let you ask questions, and then I'll let you give one a go. Okay, so in this question, we have got these parallel lines. So now when we're looking at, remember, we're going to think, okay, fun, CI. Okay, so I'm looking at this, and the first thing I see is an F. Am I seeing the right thing? Am I seeing the wrong thing? Can anyone talk to me about what they think that they would do? Okay, so Zenande saying corresponding because there's an F and F is corresponding. Is that going to help me? Then we've got some people saying we've got interior situations, but I've got an F. I don't have a U. But what am I going to do? Can I do corresponding here? Is there something? Let's see.
Tandiswa raised their hand. Maybe.
Yes. Tandiswa, can you help me out here?
So you're gonna first say 2x plus 10 degrees
Yeah.
is equal to 2x plus 10 degrees plus 3x plus 20 degrees is equal to 180.
Okay, so you're using co-interior, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you using co-interior and not corresponding?
Because when the two angles are okay, how can I explain it? When
You're
the
saying
two
the right thing so
angles
far.
are like at the corners of the U, then they must add up to 180.
Yes, good. Okay, good. So when we are in a situation like this and we see parallel lines, we are going to see more than one letter. We have to think for ourselves and think which letter is going to help us, okay? If I was looking at corresponding, I would be saying this angle, and that doesn't help me because I don't have this angle over here. I have this angle and this angle. And the angles that I have are the interior angles. They are the angles that are inside, which means I'm going to do my U. Okay, and then we're going to do exactly what was just told to us. We are going to say 2x, sorry, let me just go down one line. 2x plus 10 is going to be plussing together with 3x plus 20, and that's going to equal 180 degrees. Okay, and then we're going to give our reason for that. So we're going to say because co-interior angles equal 180 degrees when AB is parallel to D. Okay, now we're in this. So we taking the one angle and we are adding the second angle, and we're saying it's equal to 180. We're going to add our variables together. We are going to add our constants together. So we're going to say 5x plus 30 is equal to 180. I'm going to move that 30 over. 5x is equal to 180 minus 30. So 5x is equal to 150. Divide both sides by 5. And therefore x is equal to 30 degrees. Okay. Does anyone have any questions about what they're seeing or feel confused about anything?
Well, you added a screenshot. It's time to shine up it. Screenshot will help you.
Feeling good so far? Okay. Cool. Okay, I'm going to move you on to your next question then. Oh, Nam, yeah, how can I help? I gotta unmute you. Yeah. Yeah.
It said solve for A. It said solve X for X, A, and B. But you only solve for X.
Well, I didn't have an A because I didn't have an A and B in this question.
Oh.
I only had an X there, but in the next question, I've got A's and B's.
Oh, I see.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one up here to try and give you a bit of a helping hand. but I am wanting to find the answers for A and I'm wanting to find the answers for B. So remember, every statement that you write needs to have a reason attached to it. Think about what those reasons are going to be. One of the reasons is going to be the new one that we've just learned today. And one of them you could do two different ones. No, Dilshah, this is exactly the same. I promise it's exactly the same. If they're co-interior angles, so if both angles are inside my parallel lines, it will always be 180 degrees. Let me see if I can find something for you while you're working this one out. I'm gonna see if I can find something.
You guys are doing great, by the way. Let's continue, my babes. You're doing great.
Yeah, Yandela, good. Just work through it one step at a time. You'll be fine. Remember, whenever you give your statement, make sure you're giving your reason. Okay, we've got some answers coming through. That's great. Do we have anyone who feels like talking us through this one? If we do, just pop your
You
hand up
guys
for me.
can do this. You can do this, my pibs. Any hands? We want to see hands answering questions. Yes.
Fatu! Yes, we've missed you. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay, talk us through what we're going to do here.
Ma'am, we're going to say 3A plus A.
Good. I'm just circling it for you. So yes. Oh. No.
3A plus A is equal to 180 degrees.
Good. What's my reason?
Co-interior angles equals 180, and then BC is parallel to DE.
Good. BC parallel to DE. Perfect. Okay. Next line.
And then I'm going to say 4A is equals to 180 degrees.
Good.
And then our A is equal to 45 degrees.
Perfect. A is equal to 45 degrees. Great. Okay. Talk me through the next step. How we're going to find B.
Ma'am, we're going to say 3A is equals to B.
Okay. Okay. I like that step. 3A is equal to B. What's my reason?
Corresponding angles are equal.
Perfect. What has to be after that? Yeah.
BC is parallel to DE.
Good. Okay. What would my next line look like?
3A in brackets 45.
Okay, so 3
Is
times
equals to B.
45. Good.
And then 135 degrees is equals to B.
Perfect. Great. I love it. Nice. Great. Okay, so what happened in that step was Fatu took this here and did an F, and so said 3A is equal to B. That was what this step over here was, okay? And the yellow step was using this co-interior angles. Did anyone do something different and didn't do corresponding angles? I'm interested to hear. Yusuf, what did you do?
Ma'am.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, so could we do it in a different way?
Yes, absolutely. I'm very curious. What way did you do it in?
I did it in the normal way. So so I said 180 plus 45 not plus plus I mean minus 45.
Okay. And what was your reason for using that?
Cointerior angles equal I'm not sure if I'm right, but I know I'll
You-
get
you-
the same.
No, yes, if you're on the right track, you're just using the wrong reasons. I think let's just like
Mhm.
work on your setup. So these two angles here, they have to equal 180 because they are angles on a straight line.
Yes.
So we can say 45 plus B needs to equal 180. So that's where your 180 minus 45 is coming from. And then we're going to say angles on a straight line.
Mm.
Okay, and then we
And-
would say that 180 minus 45, like you've said, which would give us the 135.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's good, good. Okay, so these were the two ways of getting our B. It's okay, Yandela, don't stress. Okay, I see a few people did angles on a straight line. That's great. Did anyone have questions about this that they feel confused about? Or do we feel okay? Dilshad, I thought I would just show you something just so that you know that I'm not actually torturing you. Just see if I can get this over here. Hold on. You said that I jumped straight to matric work. This is the matric question. This is straight out of one of the matric exams. So this would be jumping.
I'm gonna kill them.
Yeah. Well, Dilshad said I
They're
jumped straight to
brave.
matric. So I'm telling you I didn't. Okay. This is matric work. We get circles involved by matric. I haven't given you any circles. Okay.
Even
So
asking
now-
where are the numbers?
Do we see now how this is not matric? Okay. I have been nice. Okay. So let's try another. Yeah, let's try one more. Almost looked easy. You know what, Yandela, if you know the rules and you know the different circle things, it is actually not so bad. Let's try one more like this and then we'll take a quick brain break. So for this one, I'm wanting to find the values of y. And I think Yolanda, I could be wrong here, but I think Moabi was going to talk us through how to find y in this question.
Yes, Moabi.
He
We're
was, hey?
all waiting for you, Moabi.
Yeah.
Whenever you are ready, you can do this. Remember, I have you, Moabi. So you have me also. So I'm here to help you, cheer you on. You can do it.
You will be fine with this question, I promise. I'm just gonna do that.
Yandela, I hope you're writing this question down. I see Yandela, like, just chilling there.
She's having a chill. It's like,
You
eh,
know?
just start one step at a time, guys. You will be okay. Think about what has to happen. Think about what would equal what.
AJF.
what your
I'm
reason
just
is.
giving a shout to AJF because he's our new student. I remember you. I hope you're working.
Where did my little Moabi go? I haven't seen one skull this entire lesson.
Hey, Moabi is there. I can see Moabi. It's just the hand is not up.
Mm. Mm. I'm suspicious. Okay, we have our first answer coming in. Fatu, are you trying to save the day here? Are you trying to save Moabi? Is that what's going on? Are you trying to swoop in?
Yes. Mm.
I feel like he should answer this question for us though, because we haven't heard from him all
Okay,
lesson.
it's fine. You can answer. Whoever that person you're talking about can answer.
I'm waiting for his
Okay.
hand to pop up, but it hasn't. And so, but you know what I am going to do though, Fatu? I'm going to give this one to Zenande because we haven't heard from them yet today. But I always
Okay, ma'am.
appreciate your answers.
Okay, man.
We always appreciate you, Fatu, for saving the day.
Okay, Zenande, can you talk me through what to do here?
Ma'am, I don't know if I was right, but
That's fine.
I said 2y plus y
Mhm.
equals 180.
Careful, careful, careful. So 2y plus y, what else do I have to add?
Oh, the 20.
Yeah, I have to add that 20 because it's everything that's inside those parallel lines. So that's going to equal 180. Okay. But can you tell me what my reason would be?
Co-interior angles
Okay. And what would I have to say after that?
equals to 180.
Mhm.
AC parallel to BD.
There we go. AC parallel to BD. Perfect. Okay. Nice. Okay. Do you think you could talk me through from here, or do you not feel comfortable?
I'm still a bit confused.
Okay, so let me talk through the rest of this one then. So when we get to this point over here, we're now going to add this 2y and this y together. Okay, so we're going to say that that's going to become 3y, and we're going to move the 20 to the other side. So we're going to say 180 minus 20. So we're going to have 3y, which is equal to 160 degrees. And then we're going to divide both sides by 3. And we are going to get a decimal answer. Oh, goodness gracious. Where am I going? Where am I? Oh no. Okay. There we go. Guys, the weirdest things have happened today. I'm so sorry. So y is going to equal 53,33 degrees. And we're going to keep it at 2 decimal places because the front of your test or your exam is going to say 2 decimal places. If you made it 1 decimal place, that's okay. But in general, answer your question to 2 decimal places. Okay. Yes, Dilshad, how can I help?
So I didn't go through all the steps exactly like ma'am did. I
Okay,
said
tell me what you did.
20 plus y plus 2y is equal to 180.
Mhm,
And then I gave the reason.
mhm.
And then I said 180 minus 20 is equal to 160. And then 160 divided by 3 is equal to 53,3. And then y equals 53,3. Is that
Okay.
like fine?
So what you've done is something called a part sum. So it's something in maths we call a part sum. I'm going to write it out so that people can see. So 2y plus y plus 20 equals 180. And so then what you did was you said 180 minus 20 is equal to 60. Is that right? Oh, I've lost you, Dilshad. I'm just going to unmute you again for a second. Just checking that I'm writing this out what you did.
Yes, that's what I
Okay.
read.
And then the next thing you did was you said 160 divided by 3 is equal to 53,33.
Yes.
Okay. So what
No,
this...
ma'am,
No?
ma'am. I have 53,3. It wasn't like double 3.
That's okay. Okay. Let's just get rid of it. There we go. So guys, if you've done something similar to what Dilshad did here, this is very, very normal. Okay. This is something called a part sum. And it's because our brains think like that. Our brains are thinking, okay, I'm taking the 20 away from the 180 and then I'm going to divide it by the 3. Unfortunately, when it comes to geometry, part sums can become a bit of a problem. And so we have to start transitioning these part sums into equation work. So equation work is basically saying we're writing each step exactly as it is. You're kind of doing the same thing, but you're just spreading it out differently. So keep whatever you're keeping on the left-hand side going down on the left, keep whatever you're doing on the right-hand side going down on the right. So whenever your first line starts as an equation, keep it as an equation until you get to your answer for y. Okay. If you did a part sum like this in grade 8 and grade 9, they might be a bit lenient with you and a little bit more kind. But as soon as you get to grade 10, they're not going to be. And so it's better to get into the habit of doing proper equation work now, if that makes sense. Yes. DJ, how can I help?
Oh, ma'am, I wrote y equals 53.3, comma 3. Is that wrong?
No,
All
that's
right.
okay. That's okay. So it's just normally we round off to 2 decimal places, but 1 is fine.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Will you lose marks for not putting all the steps? Not all the time. You won't always lose marks for not putting all the steps. You just would lose marks for having it in the wrong setup. I think that would be a better way of saying this. So I could jump straight from that line to 3y is equal to 160, and therefore y is equal to 53,3. I could jump to that step and miss these two, but I wouldn't be able to write it as part sums. So Jasmine, it is best to write it in brackets. One of the reasons, there's lots of reasons we write it in brackets, but one of the main reasons is it kind of separates when we start writing our reasons based on, so we have our statement and then the brackets are kind of indicating this is my reason for that statement. So it kind of separates them. So yes, my answer to that is yes. It makes marking your papers easier. It makes the setup easier. And I don't think all of your teachers would necessarily take marks off for not having the brackets, but I can tell you that when your matric papers start getting marked, they're going to want those brackets there. So get into the habit now. Did I miss anyone else's questions in here? Okay. Okay, let's jump into our brain break. And we'll jump back into some questions after that. I think I answered Dilshad, Tundela, didn't I? I feel like I did. Yeah, I definitely. Okay. Okay, so brain break today is something a little bit different. It's 3 little puzzles. Basically, you have to figure out some codes so that you can break into the bank. Okay, so we have Brian over here. No, it's not, they're not hard. The first one is really, really easy. The second one is moderately easy. And then the third one is a little bit spicy. But if you use your brain, you'll be fine. Okay, but I promise the first one is easy.
Using your brain break, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, Marilla, we're going to break into some banks over here. Okay, so for this first one, I need to know what these 2 question marks are.
You guys are gonna do well. The other class, by the way, they got this like in a minute.
Yes, Kutluano, Brayden, Dilshad, Marilla,
Well done.
yes.
Well done, guys.
Nice job, guys. Okay. Yes, so the answer for this one, this was our nice easy one. This was the one to break us in. Okay, the answers were 1 and 4. So 1 and 4. So for anyone who is feeling very confused as to how those numbers were those numbers, the 7s were just there to throw you off. So the rest were consecutive numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first number was 1, and then the second number was 4. Nice and easy, right? Hopefully we found this one nice and easy. Ready to move on to the second one. The second one is a little bit more challenging, but it's not hard. You just have to think about it. Okay, let's go. Second one, I'm looking for these 2 question marks. Fatu, yes. Tell me what my answers are.
Ma'am, can I try?
Yeah.
Question mark is the first one is 1.
Yeah, it is.
And then the second one is 2.
Yes. How did you get it?
Well done.
Ma'am, you add 3 to the bottom number.
Yes, good. Okay, so 4 minus 3 gives us 1, 3 minus 3 gives us 0, 9 minus 3 gives us 6. Nice job, Fatu. Nice job. I see quite a few of you got it right in the chat as well. That's awesome. So it was a 1 and a 2. Nice work. Good, good, good. So now we should be nice and warmed up and ready for the final question. Let's see how you go. Tiondela's like, no, we got no time for this. Tiondela just wants geometry. Oh, the dingbats, Hannah. I will bring back dingbats. I just thought I'd try something. Yeah, we can do some on Thursday. Okay, let's try this last one. I want to know what the question mark is. Mm-mm. I'll tell you if I see the right answer in the chat. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but if I see the right answer, I'll let you know. I promise it's not a negative number. Okay, so I can confirm that somewhere in the chat, the correct answer is there.
Yep, I already saw it.
We're doubling down on 7. I can confirm that the answer is not 7.
We can do this, guys. We can do it.
I can also
Let's go, my friends.
confirm that the answer is not 4. I'm getting lots of 4s. I'm also getting lots of 9s. It is not 9. Yondela.
But I'm getting there. Yes, my friends.
Okay, Yondela is spamming our chats with her answer. And it is correct. So the answer here is a 6. The answer was a 6.
Well done. I saw a num first with the 6.
I
Well
think
done.
and Jasmine also had a 6 right near the beginning as well. So it was definitely 6. So for those of you who are like, where the hell does this come from? All we've done is we've added these together. So 3 plus 2 is 5. And then 5 times 2 is 10. 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. 0 plus 8 is 8 times 2 is 16. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. Do you want me to erase this so you can torture your parents? See if they can solve this. Let's see. Let me erase my writings. You can do that this evening. Go and have a parent torture. See if they can figure out your question mark. You did. You're up to 3 banks. Well done. Okay. Let's jump back into some maths mode. Okay. Ooh. All right. First one's nice and easy. Brendan, however you guys decide to split the cash, I get 25%. That's just how it works. Oh, Yanela, your mom's too smart for us, man.
Yondela, I can't believe you like making your mom do
Good. I'm glad you are. Good. Get them all on board. Chandeep was like, no, my mom says no. Marilla, are you gonna talk us through this one?
Yes.
Okay. Can I mute you just for like 30 seconds? Just to give everyone a
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So this one has been booked. Try and get this one. I'm looking for my answer for X and my answer for Y. Don't forget your reasons. Don't forget to set up your reasons perfectly.
We can
Okay.
do this, my pebs.
Let's go. Talk us through. Where am I going to start?
Okay. X equals to 180 because of co-interior. Oh. I see a U.
Okay, good. Yeah, the U is right. The U is definitely on the right track. Definitely a U. What would I do with that U though?
Co-interior.
It is co-interior. What does co-interior mean?
X equals to 118.
No!
Uh-huh.
What do we do when we have co-interior angles? They work together to equal what?
180.
Yes, they work together to equal
Oh.
180. Okay, so how can I write that?
X plus 118 equals to 180.
There we go.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, so x plus 118 is equal to 180, and my reason would be co-interior angles. Okay, now when I write my reason of co-interior angles, what am I going to write now? Co-interior angles equal 180. What are my lines that are parallel?
DA parallel to FB.
Good. Okay, good. Okay, next line.
X plus 160 equals to 180.
So we're going to move that 118 over.
Oh, I was solving this one. Okay.
Yeah,
please.
yeah. No, you're good. Okay. So then what would x land up equaling?
62.
Perfect. You got there. Okay. Nice. Nice. I think I saw someone, Yondela. Yes, you can definitely answer why. Just pop your hand up for me.
Yeah, well done, Marilla. Did really well.
Yeah, it was nice. Okay. Yondela, yes, talk me through why.
Ma'am, what I did for y was I said y plus 106 equals 180 degrees
Perfect.
because of co-interior angles. If B is parallel to EC.
100%. Perfect. Okay, next line.
And then after that, I said y equals 180 minus 106.
Good. So what does y equal?
Y equals 74 degrees.
100%. Nice job. Yes. Okay. So far, if you got
Well
this, you are
done.
sitting on 6 marks for doing this question.
Imagine. Yo,
6
in the
marks
bag.
for something so easy. Zenande, how can I help? I can see you're unmuted, but I can't hear you. Sometimes this happens with headphones. You might want to unplug them and plug them in again. We still can't hear you, sweetheart. If it's a question, pop it into the chat for me though, and then we'll try and answer it down there, okay?
We'll be here to assist Zenande.
Nice job, guys. You're doing really, really well. Let's try this next one. The next one I am looking for is I want the values of X, Y, and Z. X, Y, and Z. There are multiple ways of doing this. Oh, you wanted to answer Y. Okay, no problem. Lots of different ways to do this. Lots and lots and lots of different ways. So you really can do whatever you're feeling comfortable with. But I'm looking for the answer for X, Y, and Z. Dilshad, did you want me to go back to your matric questions? Is that what you're wanting? I'll do it.
I think the Shah didn't see the metric question.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll pop them on.
Otherwise, you wouldn't complain about this one.
Yeah, exactly. Let's enjoy this question. I had a student who was in grade 9, and they used to always come late for class, like always, every single lesson. And so the whole class and we decided to pull a prank on them. And we were working on normal algebra work. We put this really, really hard matric question up on the board that was doing it's a section called calculus. It's like a tough section in matric. And there's letters everywhere and there's these words everywhere. It's all over the board, and I'm asking questions and the class is like answering. They're putting their hands up and they're answering because we'd all discussed this already as to what they were going to do. And then the student came late and came to sit down and obviously had no idea what was going on. They were just like, what is happening? And everyone around them was answering questions. And then I was like, okay, cool, we're going to do a spot test on what we've just done. And
Shame.
test in front of everyone. And everyone just like
Shame.
happily started writing because they were all part of this joke. And the student was like,
Shame.
they never came late again.
Oh wow. Yo, I would have cried.
Oh, we laughed so
Like
hard.
failing. I would have just cried.
It was great though. It was very funny. Okay, we have some answers. I am liking what I am seeing so far. Ooh, Z, not as much at the moment.
Yolanda asked
Tandiswa,
to answer for X.
I've just got a hand up at the moment. Tandiswa, can you help me with one of them?
I just wanted to answer the whole question.
Oh,
Oh, not
that
the whole
would-
question.
no.
Sorry,
Okay, not the whole question. What would you like
X
to
and
answer?
Y.
Perfect. Talk me through. What am I going to do?
First you want to say 32 degrees plus X is equal to 180.
Okay, 32 degrees plus X is equal to 180 degrees. What's my reason?
The reason is current area angles.
Okay.
It's
What do I
equal
need?
to 180.
Mhm.
A and B is parallel to D and E.
Good. Perfect. Okay. 2 marks in the bag. Tell me my next line.
And then you're going to say X is equal to 180 minus 32 degrees.
Good.
And then X is equal to 148.
Perfect. Okay, great. I love that. So now we know that this angle here is 148. Tell me how we would find Y.
And then for Y, you're going to say 148 degrees plus Y is equal to 180 degrees.
What's my reason?
What's this again? I forgot to write the reason for this, but
Oh,
but it's angles on a straight line.
good. Okay, angles on a straight line. Great.
And then Y is equal to 180 degrees minus 148 degrees.
Good.
Then the answer is 32 degrees.
Perfect. Nice. Okay, good. Guys, that was a great way to find Y. We could have done angles on a straight line. We could have also done corresponding. So we could have also said that Y is equal to 32 because they are corresponding angles. Okay, Fatu, yes, tell me how I am going to find Z.
Ma'am, and then Z is equal to Y.
Yes, so
Well
Y is F
done.
equal to Y.
Because it is corresponding angles.
Yes, Z is equal to Y because of corresponding angles. Perfect. Okay. What lines are parallel?
BC and EF.
Good. Okay. Okay, and we know that Y is equal to 32, so we can just say Z is 32 degrees.
Ma'am, you
Awesome.
can also do alternate angles if you find vertically opposite for Y.
Yes, absolutely. So if you found vertically opposite for Y, so if you said that this was 32 degrees, you could definitely do alternate angles. Absolutely. Let's see what some questions are here. Can you explain Y again? Yeah, so Y, we had this 148 degrees here for X. Okay, we knew that X was 148 degrees. And so when we add those two together, so when we say 148 plus Y, because they're angles on a straight line, they have to equal 180 degrees. You could have also said that Y is just equal to 32, so you could have done it in one step because they are corresponding angles. It's that orange F, if you can see it. They are corresponding. And then the Z and the Y, they are corresponding because of the blue F in the picture. So here you're looking at 9 marks, which is crazy. Sometimes if it's later in the year, you would only get 1 mark for the statement and the reason, and then 1 mark for the answer. So then you could only be getting 6 marks for this question, but even then 6 marks is a lot of marks for a question like this, if you know what's going on. Cool. Should we try one more? I think we can sneak one more in. Yeah, let's do one more. This is a nice, easy one. I'll leave this one on the board. So if you were still looking at it, you can. We got 2 minutes to do this, guys. 2 minutes to tell me what X is and what Y is. See if you can beat the clock. I want to know what X is and I want to know what Y is. And I need to know this within 2 minutes. Yes, and Pee-wee, that's fine. Don't panic. Okay, Yondela, put that hand up. Tell me how to do Y.
Let's go, my pibs. Let's go. We are nearly at the end. Let's do this.
Guys, you got 1 minute. We've got a timer here. 1 minute. Who can tell me what X is and Y is?
We got 1 minute, my pibs. Let's go.
Oh, I'm gonna have to take the reins. Ah, there we go. Okay. All right, Yondela, talk me through. What am I gonna do?
Ma'am, what I did was y plus 112 degrees equals 180.
Good. Reason?
Co-interior angles AB is parallel to DC.
Good. Okay. Next line.
And then I said y equals 180 minus 112 degrees.
Good. So what does Y equal?
Y equals 68 degrees.
Perfect. Good. Nice. Okay. Guys, I'm needing X. I'm seeing Kulkwano's answer, which I'm loving. So I'm going to write it in. It came through the chat. So we've got X. I'm going to write it like this. X plus 63 degrees. Ooh. Is equal to 180 because of co-interior angles equaling 180 when AB is parallel to CD. So X is equal to 180 minus 63, which means X is equal to 117. Yes, we made it. Awesome. Nice job, guys.
Well done, guys.
You did really, really well. You did all the questions I was hoping we would get to. Awesome.